Hello guys, I'm ScherBR and I just want to play the new stages from the Bringer of Chaos event. Yesterday I was playing the Nameless Flower event and the last boss is very hard. I just suggest you guys to not fight it right now because it lasts for 2 weeks and the reward's not even usable right now. That's a problem. The devs just released an event with the highest reward is not even usable. It's an item needed for you to get unique orbs for story characters, but this is not even released yet. So take your time. This boss here is terrible. It's a nightmare. He has a nuke that can just do 40k damage to all your characters, and there's no way to survive that. Most people claiming that they cleared the stage are using revives. There must be some gimmick behind it, but I'm not so sure. So that's why I'm only focusing on Nameless Flower for now. But we can just focus on the new event, that's the Bringer of Chaos event. To start the Bringer of Chaos event, you need to clear the Vestiges of Lily Meadow, and that's a problem because it's already finishing the time for it to end. And if you don't finish this one, you won't be able to enter the Bringer of Chaos. Don't know why this is restriction. Probably because some story related, but this story is not even heavy. Here is just a non-canon story. Well, at least that's what I see here. But either way, let's just start with this event. There's one thing that's interesting. Just as this event started, there was an item that the devs gave us. And let me just change my can from the place. And this is here, the Bringer of Chaos present. I just claimed one. And I do believe there's even one more. Let me just go to the end of my page. No, that's the only one, yes. The devs just gave us one of the bronze coins of the event. So that's strange, there must be a reason behind it. Maybe there's not enough to get on the event itself. Or just some bonus, I'm not so sure. In this bronze coins here, you can just claim this event weapons. They are 5-star weapons. I would just claim one just to see something. Let me get this fireball because I don't have any bow with the fire element. The great sword with ice element, we already have the whirlpool shade. The wind staff, there's something we don't really have, and it's not a free version. But the dark weapon, it's something I already have. So the best weapons to invest on this event is the fireball and the wind staff. Okay, wind, lightning, it's the same thing. Let me get this weapon here just so I can check the passives of it. It's called All Chaos. It's here. You see the first Q is a very generic type, but it still says heavy damage. It's not very heavy damage. It's probably not that strong, but it has this passive that deals increased fire damage. So it's a good weapon to be used as a stack stick in characters that have fire damage, but it's a bow, so it's only recommended to be used mostly on mages or bow users. Okay, let's just get from here to the shop again. So that's one last thing for us to check. Besides this and the limit break materials for these weapons, there's one Ember, Divine Gold, Ticket, and Tempered Crystals on 6 stars, Bucks, and Gold. As usual, the things that we will be focusing right now, it's the Ember and the Tickets. If you're not strong enough, you have to focus on this event weapons because they are very strong from the event. They are from the... Probably some of the bosses will be weak to this, and this is weapons as well. So okay, let's start with the event itself. The first stage is called the Prologue 1, and the enemies are weak to ice. So I will just build my squad around the the elemental weakness of the enemies. And lucky enough, we have a lot of people using Vorpal Shade because of the Valhalla Assault event. And this is what I'll be doing. I will build my squad around this ice damage. Okay, I'll just remove all the equipment. I always start doing this. Let me remove all the equipment. Oops. Remove equip. I will receive my characters from Divine Transfer. They are not transferred. Okay, that's better because I can just start by choosing the correct stuff. Well, in the past event there was this bow that was Ice Bow from the Transmutation event, and the Killing event also has this Imitation that also has the Ice element. Well, I won't be using either of it because they are not fully evolved, so maybe I won't be using this lineage here. I'll just use Norn because Norn has an Ice element staff. That's the Narade when I'll be maining this. Okay, I always start just choosing the main weapons. I do believe it's the best thing to do. Well, Sadamitsu is already from the Ice element, so he can just bring First Battle Sword and be okay with it. Okay, that's Sadamitsu. And now I have to choose the third character. And it has to be from the Ice to be a even better usage of the element. Well, not so sure who to use. Well, you know what? I'll be using Arn Green because I really like him and I want to max him. And I have Vorpal Shade for him. It's from the Ice element. His first attack is from fire, but it just doesn't matter for me. Okay, now I will just change my support position and get here with my Freya. I always do this because I can simply get here and equip the Matches staff or the Shuruk staff. Shuruk does a lot of healing. Maybe I'll just equip Shuruk. Okay, so now we just go to the sub-weapons. And she needs some... I don't have many weapons for mage users, so I'll start subbing Sadamitsu. No, I'll start subbing Arngrim. He will be my focus damage because Vorpal Shade is very strong. Now Sadamitsu. And lastly, Norn. Okay. So with this we have our main characters equipped. I'm not so sure if the equipping Subi passives on your support character works, but I'll just equip yellow stuff on Freya. But before I do this, let's just start with my characters. The most important thing to be using here is with Norn is raising the weak point because she will be dealing with the weakness from the enemies. And Divine. It's yellow and white are the most important things for Norn right now. Sorry, let me just change the stuff here. Yellow and white, there's just some... Unfortunately, I don't have that many yellow and white. There's this one here. You see that this Orb of Defense does damage from elemental attacks. Okay. I wish I had a single yellow orb, but I don't have. This thing goes for her. It doesn't matter because it has purple, but it's okay. So I'll start with Sadamitsu now. Sadamitsu needs red, white, and black. This is red and black. Let me equip this thing here, and probably just this, or this. This one has Fist of Iron, it works well with Sadamitsu. Okay, now it's Arnegreen, it's purple, green, and black. This one here. This one is very good. Rage is the best stuff for Arnegreen. And his most powerful things is the purple and the black. So that's what I'm focusing. So okay, this works well. So now that I just equipped everyone, I will just equip for yellow for Freya. I'm not so sure if this will work at all, but I'm not losing anything on doing it. Because the yellow raises the healing. Well, that's okay. Now let's get back to the event. That's a lot of preparation, sorry, but I just want to explain how I build my squads. And let's just start the event. While we're in it, I just get some coffee here. Lucian wants to participate on the battles, but he's not a character strong to the weakness of the enemies, so I'm not bringing him. I do like Lucian, I like him very, both from the story points, but also from gameplay points. Now, as you know, the first stages will be just a cakewalk, so I'll just let on auto. And one thing to notice that this event doesn't have a Slayer type of weapon. These just have that event weapons that says imbued, but it does not raise drops, does not raise damage, at least does not seem that way. So the farming here will probably not be that easy. There you can make it easier by just equipping weapons. So let's just see how much drop we get and try to find the best place to farm. We got our bronze medal, and we can just get some exclusive items, but you see that there was just one drop of the Valkyrie medal silver, so I'm pretty sure that this event will be similar to the Lucian one. Lucian event was very terrible for farming because the drop fluctuates a lot, and let's just not hope this happens here. You see that this enemy here is weak to thunder, lightning, as you can see. So I can maybe drop one of my characters and use Lucian instead. But I won't do this right now, let's just keep the way it is. Whoa, Brahms. So this event ties to the characters that are being released on the banner. Brahms was released on the banner with Lucian. I'm sorry guys, I just had some noise here. Sorry about this one. I was just opening an emulator on my PC that I didn't know it was with the volume up, so really sorry guys. You see that the enemies are strong to fire. So if I plan to switch something, I will have to remove Sadamitsu and get Lucian in his place because, well, Sadamitsu does more damage than Lucian, but I don't want to drop Arnegreen, I just can't drop Norn, and I want to use some friend units, so this makes things easier for me. Okay, that's 2 small stamina pots. It's nice that most events have at least some stamina pots so you can get back the AP, you just use it. Especially when they are running with alongside other events that just like it's happening right now with Valhalla Assault. We are just having to play Valhalla Assault alongside this event, or we can just wait for the Valhalla Assault to finish. But I just running this event with you guys so we can know how the rewards are, if it's harder, and how the farm will have to go. I really hope we don't need to do much things here. I can skip the bucks, I can skip the hammers. I just need my ember and silver tickets. Maybe not, the weapons are not worth, I'm not so sure. But I don't want to spend too much time in farming on this event because there are just too many events running on the same time. But at least the Crush Fever collab is just so easy to claim. I just got everything from that event with not many AP wasted. It was very fast. So I have this event, the last stage from the Nameless Flower event, And that's it. So as soon as the Valhalla Assault ends, this event will be my focus. The best thing for me here was the temper stones. If the rate of the drops that give me temper stones are good, I will just keep running this event. If not, I will probably just be going to the Hammer daily events. We can at least get 7-star temper crystals there. It's just easier. Yet another bronze coin, 3 bronze silver coins from drops, and this tempered crystal here just don't help much. But we're still on the lowest stage. Let's keep going. And this event is a 2-parter, so maybe farming it right now is not the best thing to do as well. We can just wait for the second part instead of farming right now. The AP cost is raising. It started with 15, now it's 20. You see that there's some stuff going on here. This boss is just weak to dark. So there will be some changes on the event. The weaknesses are not fixed. I didn't notice when I started the quest because I was just not paying attention. But as it seems that the weakness will change from stage to stage. In this event I just got 3 bronze coins and 28 silver coins. It's getting better, the drops. And if this event follows the old pattern, this may be just a triple result instead of a common one. Or maybe 28 is just a standard. You see there's a lot of bronze coins. This stage here, the enemies are weak to Holly and Dark. So my preparation was just wasted. But not that much wasted because this is probably one of the best squads I can make. With the difference being on the Valkyrie slot. The AP costs you the same. I do believe there will be a lot of stages for this event. So just get some cup of water because this is still very easy for me. I can at least get some water. Talking too much makes you want to drink. And so this enemy here are weak to light, Holly. Well, at least it did die on the first turn. So things are getting a little harder, but still not much. They talking about a castle is just a reference to the original game because Brahms had a castle on the original game that we could just face him there, and this is probably a reference. So another quest down. 2 more for Cry Medal Bronze. Yeah, in it seems that the past stage I got triple drops because I just got 8 right now. From the past was 28, so this does not make sense. You just get less with the higher stage. So this will be a very problem. The variance on the drop rates are very high on this type of event, just like in the Lucian one. And in the Lucian one it was not very fun at all. And it seems that the story chapters just ended because the next one is called X. X means extra, it's probably not related to story. And you also don't get the bronze coins as well, just gems here on first clear reward. You can see that with the amount of coins we can, yes, that's why the devs gave us one of the bronze coins, because if we don't get it from there, we will be missing one of the weapons. You see, I'll get all of it. See? If they didn't give me one, I will be missing one to get the last 5-star event weapon. So, okay, let's keep proceeding. It seems like the enemy here is weak to darkness. And I'll just keep bringing my best in. For now, element weakness is not a matter of important matter. This is helping me my daily killing because I just have to kill beasts today for my free gems. There's a lot of beasts here. This boss is surviving a lot more than the past ones. I will just use my skills. Yeah, this is so overpowered that just one use was enough to defeat this enemy. Yeah guys, I really suggest you to fully max your Vorpal Shades, even if you have to spend some gems, because it's a very safe weapon to invest, will last long, and not very costly at all. You see 105 silver medals. I do believe this was tripled again. I hope not, because I really want this drop to be better than last time. As soon as I finish this event, I'll farm non-stop the Valkyrie Assault number 2. I still believe I can reach the top 100. Not so sure if I really be able to, because there's a lot of competition going on. And I still have items to farm there. Slimes are hard to find, so that's a given that there's a stage with slimes here, but do expect the drops are good. It says it was a boss, but it just died. Just too soon. It was really a boss. No. Why the name of this enemy was boss? Sometimes I don't understand their choices. Now it's also say boss. At least the enemies on the front are dead. And you see, this was just an action skill fest. The best damage on this game is still action skills, and will be for a long time. I wonder what's on the gold chest. Is probably some type of hammer. It have to be a 5-star hammer. Yes, it's a 5-star hammer, and yeah, the past stage was also tripled, or even more. Actually, it was 100 drops, and now just 22. You see, the variance is just annoying. And between 100 and 22 drops is a lot of difference. It's 5 times the difference. So you may not be lucky at all and just get terrible drops for your run. It will feel like a waste. I hope this type of event doesn't keep going, because it's not fun to be spending a lot of AP and get some low drops and spend the whole week just farming a single event. This was similar to the Queen event that was the Malvina and Maximilian event. In that event, the drop were very low. You have to keep farming for days and days to get all the best stuff, and it was not even that good. But there's a point to be said here, and all of these events that have this terrible drop chances are based on the past. They were on some of the first events that happened in Japan, and sometime later the events got better and not that terrible with the drop chances. So maybe we'll just be getting this for now, and in the future everything will be easier to get and better too. Now it's time for the boss. I'll turn off the auto button and start with my narrate staff skill. You see, it was not enough to kill these minions, but it was very close. A silver chest, a gold chest, and yeah, this purple shade is just overkill. So you can see the enemy was not even weak to ice, and I just defeated with very easy. Another gold ticket, 29 drops, and 1 5-star hammer. Enemies here are weak to fire. Now the AP cost is around 40. So enemies are weak to all types of elements in this event, it just depends on the stage. So that's why all the 5-star weapons from the event have different elementals. So the idea are to be used on different stages. But if you're strong enough, you don't even need that kind of stuff. It's more targeted to people that have not so leveled teams or are just starting. That weapons may help a lot. And if you're a long time player, this will keep happening. They will keep giving 5-star weapons. You'll probably be full very fast of it. You have to just keep raising the slot, because you have a lot of 5-star weapons just because of it. And it may not always be useful to raise those weapons. At least this one had an increasing elemental damage. May or not may be useful in the future. For me it won't be useful because I farmed 4 of that refuse word from the transmutation event, and I use those weapons as sub-weapons, and it helped me a lot. Let's start again with the narrate staff. I'll use Sadamitsu to kill this plant, and start with my clean hazard skill. You see, if he didn't defend it, will just be dead. My Arne Green is doing even more damage than my friend Arne Green. And you see, besides the purple shade, all of my water weapons are just free. And it's still easy to defeat every enemy here. It's one good thing about this game is that most quests can be completed without using gacha weapons. They do help, but there are no locks, there are no walls for you. Pay to win walls, like I said. There's 37 drops from the Valkyrie silver medal. And a 5-star bow hammer. And this is the unique chest reward. Okay, let's keep going. This is probably the last stage because it has a title here. This is a title. And the boss